Morning, folks. It's our first day here at the Pro-Am. Um, I've been here a few days just camping and hanging out. We watched the Stock Horse Classic and the Team Brandon yesterday. There's a lot of really nice horses and a lot of really good hands here. It's a really cool event so far that way. Met a couple people off the YouTube channel, met some new friends, all that. Had a little barbecue last night. Been a really good time so far. So won't be able to live stream it like I was hoping to, just for the fact the cell service isn't good enough inside the building. But of course you guys will see it here. I drew up in the gunner's seat with Tony Hernandez and Zeb Burrows, I believe. Yep, so we're first out today. Roping in an event I've never competed with, on a horse I've never rode in a competition, with two guys I've never roped with. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Hey, get over here. Michael Clausen just pulled in behind me. He's gonna come up and say hi. Not much. About you? Huh? Yeah. And then my pictures didn't take right on my phone to tell you guys. I believe I'm up today with Tom Rainey also. And then tomorrow, Michael Clausen and I are up. Pretty sure that's how it goes. But anyways, I'm not gonna wear the camera for the first person point of view here, just because I don't want to have to worry about it. So my wife is gonna take over the filming for me. So big shout out to her, thank you. Anyways, we're gonna drink some coffee, rope the dummy, hang out a bit. So we'll catch you guys when the action starts happening. Alright guys, well, it's a little after 8. Roping starts at 9, like I said. We're in the gunner position, first out. So, Brush is all saddled up. Got his mane and tail all brushed out. He's happy. At this point, I'm going to turn the camera over to my wife so I can go kind of do my things and not have to worry about the camera. I appreciate you guys watching and supporting the channel. It's literally the only reason I'm here. It's a pretty big honor to ride in this event even. Let alone be invited by my peers. So just rejoice in the day, for this is the day the Lord has made. I'll see you guys after the roping.
All right, I'm going to hand this over to Scott Grotzkoff to pray over us.
Father God, we just love you. We just come to you today with open arms, Jesus, and we thank you for your presence here. We ask that you would just be with all these participants that came here, spectators, vendors. Jesus, we love you. And we just ask that you would watch over us, be with the horses, the cattle. Just ask that you would help us. And remember, you are the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Jesus, we love you, and we ask this in your holy name.
All right, thanks for praying over us, Scott. Tony and Zeb Burrows will back up to team number 1 on the Yeti Arena.
This is our first team. On the Appy horse is Tony Hernandez. He's the other amateur with me. Our professional here is Zeb Burrows.
All right, Earl Cross to go in. We're on team number 1 for those of you following along on the Yeti side. Looks like we got Caleb in there now. With his team number 2, James Phillips, Nathan Prince, Caleb Lutz. On the Grand West Arena. like it's going to be your man heads in on the first long horse. Going to do the work. Going in the herd on the Yeti. It's going to be good. Turn over, cock the loading on the backside. Caleb sends it, sticks it in. Good business. That's a higher percentage shot for those of you following along in the audience. Anything that turns over in the air before it gets to the animal like that is worth extra points. All right, Caleb puts it in, comes up with 2, goes to the horn of the big black horse. Tony's in the herd on the spotted horse. The snaffle bit. So just so you guys see what Tim's doing, he's holding what's called road ear. Any of those cattle that cannot go across that chalk line until the first critter is roped. Anytime they lose their road ear, control of their road ear, they get docked. So you see that road horse out there working pretty hard to get back against the fence. If you were out on the ranch and you had no fences, this is a pretty important job to keep the herd together while you're docking. That's called a road ear. Alright, Tony's got some beef on the line. Nice little spotted horse. Snap over there. We've got Scoop Loop in the corner coming out. Looks like Caleb. That's on there. Turns it over. Sends it. Doesn't like it. He'll get rid of it. Go again in that corner. It goes in the herd. Nick with a nice big loose road here. We'll put it back together. Got to turn it over, cock to load it on the big horse in the back. Oh, that looks like it might ride. All right.
So our second team here is myself, Tom Rainey on the Palomino horse, and our pro is Tom Tanner.
Nick Merritt in the herd on the Yeti side. Turns it over, gets a half ahead. That'll work. All right, we're setting things up with Tony over here. Cody Marcus. Each team member has to head one, so they got to keep track of that. Matt Clark off loading with the trailer on the back horse. Sends it in. Doesn't work. All right, Zip's got to be ball. Sticks it on, doesn't hang. He's got a leg in there and kicks it off. All right, looks like he's got beef on the line there. He's got Corey on the back. Corey Hershowitz on the heels, Tony Hernandez on the outside, Zeb on the head. All right, looks like Matt's going to go and do the work on this second one. Looking good over there. He'll get reset for critter number 2 over here with Corey, Tony, and Zeb. One more left to go over here with Matt Clark's team, and he's got him on the line. These team roping cattle, they handle quite a bit different, you can tell. Takes them right. Nick Barrett cocked and loaded it and send it over, turn it over, and it all feels good. Aye, that's a lot of that. Spins it in, Marcus kicks it out. Hopefully you guys got plenty of lunch and you got yourself all your things bought from the vendors, because for some of your lunch it might not be there when you go back. And just so you guys know, True Work is not just a sponsor. They have a booth up there too, you guys. So go see True Work.
251.
Nick Barrett, return over, cocked and loaded. That's big. Let's go. Yeah, come on, Nick. Shakes it down below the hop, comes on the line. Marcus goes for 2 in the front end. Doesn't like it. He'll set some ropes. All right, they're looking for their second critter over here on the Trans-West Arena with Zeb Burrows, Tony and Corey. Tony Hernandez. Corey Hershowitz. Ladies and gentlemen, trap. See if we can step it in there and keep it on. And goes to the horn. Ooh, I saw smoke come off that horn. It's there. Ooh, a little hot. All right, next one's in. We're going to go. Zeb's still on the other side. Let's go down to Caleb Lutz, Abby Randall, and Matt Hunter. Matt Hunter, team number 4. Caleb on the heels, Stacy on the head. Roman Records Westbury. Ice Cream Bay Horse off the head. Tom Tanner on the outside, holding things up. Tom Brady and Corey get down, let's go. Turns it over, this is stick. Tom's gonna go behind his back, watch this. It all feels good. Feels good from here, take one. All right, better number one, all around. League. All right, they're getting reset to go on for number two with Jesse, Stacy, and Caleb on the Trans-West Arena.
Alright guys, Saturday morning, just got the coffee started. Up on one team today with Michael Clausen from Buck and Cade Horsemanship. Super excited for that. Got a feeling we're going to do pretty well. Learned a couple things yesterday, learned a lot of things yesterday actually. Give you a recap of how it went in case you didn't catch the short. First team out was Tony Hernandez, Zeb Burrows, and myself. Zeb was the pro. Hey, stay here. Ollie. And had a hard time. Tony went out to neck the calf first. All of us had a hard time finding that calf. He kept his head down in the back of the herd for quite a while. By the time Tony got him necked, I went in there and threw a overhand turnover hip shot that it didn't land real pretty or just right by any means, but it was good enough for a foot. Unfortunately, by the time Zeb got our ropes set and having to set both ropes rather than just one versus if I'd have scooped up 2 feet, we timed out. So that put us out of the running on that team. Our second and third calves on that team later in the day, we just went out and roped and had fun with it. I threw a, don't remember the head loop I had on that, honestly. I know I missed a really easy head loop. And then I think it wasn't a fancy loop when I did catch it. And then Zeb come in, I think, with a backhand turnover. I can't remember. It all happened pretty quick. And anyways, it was a lot of fun to rope with Zeb and a lot of fun to rope with Tony. I really enjoyed both those guys. Zeb was an excellent pro to have. Very good about coaching during the run. Very good about making a plan. It was just fun. There's no other way to describe it. My other team yesterday was Tom Rainey and Tom Tanner and myself. I've been roping with Tom Rainey in Fallon there, and so we got a feel for each other and how we rope. And Tom Tanner, he was up right in another arena before us, so it got there and was kind of like, let's make a real quick plan and then go make it happen. In the first time we roped, Tom Rainey caught the head and figure eighted the front feet, which is great. It was a really pretty loop. And then I think Tom Tanner caught the heels on a dell. I don't remember exactly. Anyways, I jumped off and set ropes and learned that you got to take your horse with you so he doesn't walk off, because that's a point deduction. Makes sense. And then the second and third runs, went in there and on the heading in, I missed another really easy shot, and by the time I found the calf and missed that shot, I was starting to get up against that 2 minute and 30 barrier to get a head rope on. So I took a deep tip over on my left side, roped the calf by the horns, and then I can't remember, I think Tom Tanner come in maybe with a forehand turnover. I can't remember exactly what it was. There were so many loops thrown yesterday. But anyways, he got the heel scooped up. We got a score on that second calf. Went in. Tom Tanner threw a really nice turnover on the head loop on the next one and just caught that calf just around the eye sockets, basically, just above there. So we had to fiddle around and get that loop off. Tom got him roped again with a really pretty turnover head loop against the fence there. Tom Rainey set up a couple real nice Del Viano shots, and just the calf moved just right, or for whatever reason, just none of them worked. It was just kind of bummer luck there, and we were starting to run out of time. So we decided just to get it roped, and I ended up coming up with, I think, both legs on just a regular heel trap loop there, and got the time down. So we got a score, all 3 calves on that team. Unfortunately, it wasn't good enough to make it back, so it was still a lot of fun. Tom Tanner was excellent to rope with also. Super relaxed guy, just fun to talk with. I think we talked for half an hour before we roped the second time. Just a neat guy. So yeah, today with Michael Clausen, we're just gonna go out and have fun and try to throw some fancy stuff and make it happen. I'm gonna sit right here and let this coffee get ready and drink some of it. We'll see you guys at the roping. So this is my third team. It's myself and Michael Clausen from Bucking K Horsemanship as the amateurs, and Josh ProAm as the pro.
All right, he's got what he wants. He's going to take it out right now. Some heel shot here from Tom Taylor with the backhand. Kicks it out. There it is. Goes to the horn. Sticks it out there, doesn't like it. Josh Brunk comes in. Lays it on the head. Kicks it out. Yee! Josh likes him on the move. All right, Jason Nielsen, Jake Nielsen. Time on the Blue Sky Arena. Time on the Blue Sky Arena. We're going to get Zach Braswell breaking out of Scott Groskoff in next. Jason Nielsen, Jake Nielsen, and Bud Brannaman, you're in next on the True Work Arena.
Smell like a big mushroom shrimp.
Riverside Arena. Coming for a turn over in the green room. Yes. Oh, yeah, dude.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Shakes it down below the lock. Hopefully keep it.
There you go. Oh no.
That'll work. There goes Josh making a move. Kim's got beef on the line. Kicks it off. Jeff gets something else. Kip on the head.
So this was a mistake on my part that escalated quickly. I should have come down this fence and changed the diagonal, gave ourselves more room to work. Josh Prom, he did great. This is a hard situation. There's no shame at all in struggling to get this calf down. I tried to rope its front feet right here to help him. It didn't work. This gentleman that runs out, he thought our run was timed out. It was really good intentions on his part just to help Josh get this calf mugged. Unfortunately, it did disqualify this run and we had to redo it. We got another run in its place, which this was a nice run. Had a nice hula hand catch there, and Michael Clausen threw an absolute bomb on the heel in. Honest mistakes happen. Life goes on.
All right. All right, Jim set some ropes.
What do you got?
All right, they got one on the ground there on the True Work Arena. Zach Burrows, Josie Nielsen, Jason Nielsen, I believe you're up. Jason Nielsen, Josie Nielsen, and Zach Burrows are coming in next on the True Work Arena. We're going to skip probably Jason and Jake on the other side, and we'll go to Chance G, Sean Silva, and Ben Monday. Be thinking about it. Yeah, come on! Keep it! Oh, yeah!
the guy on the big paint horse and I are laughing because Rush had been staring at that big paint mare all weekend, and at first I couldn't figure out if it was hate or admiration, and then we realized the big paint was a mare, and we determined that Rush was in love. That big old mare looks like a really nice horse.
All right, Jason's going to get good and short. He'll bring it out. Josh is in there looking for his last critter. On the blue sky arena. All right, nice job, setting up the heels. They're going to put a trim. So Josie doesn't have to wrestle it too much.
Go, Daddy. No, go, Daddy.
Go, Daddy, go. Go, Daddy, go. Go, Daddy, go. Go, Daddy, go.
Son, no.
All right, Josh still looking for his critter. All right, Zach picked up two. Now we got Josie to set some ropes. First one on the ground for Jason, Josie, and Zeb.
No run.
All right, looks like Josh has found his critter. Send it. Aye. All right, Zeb's going in to do the head work, it looks like, for the second critter on the True Work Arena. Josh has found his critter, he's getting rebuilt. He's on hot pursuit. Josh following the critter over on the Blue Sky Arena. Yeah, there it is. That's what we needed. Needed to commit. All right, Zeb turns it over. Does it like it to be a rebuild? Does it like it? Josh will get short. Time over on the Blue Sky side. Time on the Blue Sky arena.
Yeah! Oh, sorry, we're not supposed to holler. Got him.
That's time on the Blue Sky arena. Time on the Blue Sky.
Yeah. Put some on the front.
All right, Zeb's got one nice and
So you can see our last two runs didn't go exactly as we had planned. Ended up the last run we timed out right as I threw. Overall, I was real happy with the weekend. We didn't make it back to the short go on any teams, which I was bummed about. But Rush was an absolute rock star. I was so pleased with him. He exceeded all the expectations I had for the weekend. He acted like it was just old hat being there. I'm mixed feelings about how I roped. I had those 2 turnovers that worked. They weren't the prettiest when they landed, but they worked. I'm really stoked about that. I was really nervous about that. And then, of course, you guys saw I had a lot of easy loops that I missed. My biggest takeaway for the weekend is you can only control so much, and sometimes your calf's hard to find. That's just how it is. But for me personally, to be better at this to the next ranch roping I go to, I need to add more shots into my arsenal. I need to add a minimum of like 2 turnover head shots, and then I need to add a turnover heel shot from the right side of that calf, not just from the left side. So I've got a game plan of what I need to practice and what I need to improve. I would have no problems roping with any of the guys I roped with again. My pros, which again were Josh Prom, Zeb Burrows, and Tom Tanner, I had a blast roping with those guys. They were all awesome to rope with. Tony Hernandez, Tom Rainey, and Michael Clausen, the 3 guys that I roped with, the other amateurs, they were all fun to rope with as well. Those of you on the members only side of my channel, I do have a bunch of practice for this that's Tom Rainey and I roping in Fallon here, and I will get those out to you guys hopefully sooner rather than later. But again, you guys have stuck around. This is almost a 56-minute video so far. Thank you for all your support. I had a ton of people text me, message me, both on like TikTok Messenger and Facebook Messenger and all that, wishing me good luck at the Pro-Am, and I really appreciate it, guys. Knowing that your support's out there, it really means a ton. I would like to go to more of these style of ropings in the future. I had more fun at that than I ever imagined I would. So again, thank you for your support and all of that. Make sure and check out RubuckNevada.com. Get yourself some ranch ropes. There's some real nice spur straps, and you know, throw a couple tie strings on your order there too. I can't stress how handy those are. Also in the description to this video, if you're into nutrition or working out, is a link for 10% off of Transparent Labs. They sell protein, pre-workout, creatine, greens, on and on and on. They're natural ingredients, no fillers, no dyes, no junk. Product taste is great. I use their products myself. Make sure and hit that link up, get 10% off. Again, guys, thank you for everything. Your support means the world to me.